Hello guys, welcome to my channel Chem Insider. In the previous video we have discussed about some problems regarding density formula. Using density formula we calculated the molar mass of an element, and we also discovered the nature of a lattice formed by a given certain element, and then also we discussed about the how to solve density, how to determine the density of a given crystal. So now in this problem we are going to discuss about how to determine a radius of a molecule or an atom if its atomic mass and density is given as the nature of solid unit cell which is just forming. So for that matter, if you observe the question says niobium crystal is crystallizing in BCC, that is niobium is crystallizing in BCC. If its density is 8.55 grams per cm cube, calculate its radius if the atomic mass of niobium is 93 units, 93 atmospheric mass. So now for that, if you write down the data given, density is given, that is 8.55 grams per cm cube. Okay, and then atomic mass m is given, that is 93 u, and they have asked us to calculate radius of an atom. In order to calculate the radius of an atom, what you have to know is, while we discuss the packing efficiency of BCC lattice, we come across an equation where we found that the body diagonal 4r is equal to square root of 3 into a. We discussed about this equation in this packing efficiency determination of BCC lattice, where 4r is given equal to root 3 into a. If you use this equation, we can find r if we know the edge length of the unit cell which is being formed. So now this can be the formula which we can use for determining the radius of niobium crystal, because in BCC lattice r is defined as equal to square root of 3 into a divided by 4. That means we need to know the value of edge length of the unit cell forming. So for the forming of unit cell we have given BCC form. So that means BCC has 2 atoms in it, therefore Z will be equal to 2. So what we have to find is, we need to find the value of A, which can be used to determine the value of R, right? So that means first we need to determine the value of A cube. So from the formula of density, that is D is equal to Z into M divided by volume into Avogadro number. If we take volume as A cube will be equal to Z into M divided by density into Avogadro number. Density into Avogadro number. If we substitute those all values, we get 2 into 93 whole divided by 8.55 into 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 cm cube. Remember, this will be in cm cubes. Okay, so now on crossing all those units, what we get is, now if you calculate this value, you get A cube is equal to 3.612 into 10 to the power minus 23. So if you solve these values, you get A cube is equal to 3.162 into 10 power minus 23. So if you have to determine a value of a certain cube's element expression, so if you have A cube and you have some powers over here on the right side, what you have to do is, you make certain that if there is some number over here, you should make sure that number is a multiple of the power present on the left hand side. If 23 is present over there, we need to convert 23 in such a way that it becomes a multiple of 3. That is, we can convert 23 into 24. How? By shifting a point. So you get 361.2, I guess. Yes. If you shift 1 point, you get 3.162 into 10 power minus 23. If you shift 1 point on the right hand side, that A cube will be equal to 36.12 into 10 to the power minus 24. So this will be the value which we can get. So A cube is equal to 36.12 into 10 to the power minus 24. So now consider this value as x. So let us take this value as x. So I will write down that x on the right hand side. That gives us, let us take x is equal to x cube is equal to 36.12. So we'll leave it as x cube is equal to 36.12 on the right hand side. So now the equation becomes a cube is equal to x cube into 10 to the power minus 24. We'll take this as equation 1. We'll take this as equation 1. Now let us keep it that way. So if you consider now for the determination of value of x, that is, so how can we do this is, if you know the value of x, we can find the value of a. Okay, so how can we do that? First, if you take this x cube can be solved in simple formula, that is according to the logarithmic rules. If you haven't come across with the rules of logarithm, I'll give you a description of my video on which you can find some basic logarithm rules in the description box. You can click on that. So watch that video in order to understand this topic where I'm discussing the log rule. So if you have such a situation of x cube is equal to some value, you can take log on both sides. That gives us log x cube is equal to log of 36.12. So if you take 3 on this side, that is from the according to the log rule, so 3 log x will be equal to log of 36.12. So in order to find 36.12, you need to use the logarithm table, which I have discussed in one basic part 2 equation or part 2 video, which I have uploaded last week. So you can go through that. So log of 36.12, the value of it is 1.5517. So value of log 36.12 is 1.5517. So I'll take log x here. On sending this to the denominator, we get 1.5517 divided by 3. That is log of x is equal to 0.5192. 0.5192. In order to find x, taking antilog on both sides, log and antilog get cancelled. So x gives us antilog of 0.5192. So antilog of 0.5192 is 3.306. So this is how we found the antilog. If you need to know about the how to use logarithm table for calculation of logarithmic values and antilogarithmic values, you can click on the video I have given in the description box, so that you can understand the topic of logarithm table, and you can also click on the suggestion which I am given on the right hand side, so in order to know the how to use your log and antilog table. So now we have got x value of 3.306. Now if you take in this equation the value of x in this equation, what we get is a cube is equal to 3.306 the whole cube, 3.306 the whole cube into 10 to the power minus 24. A cube is equal to 3.306 the whole cube into 10 to the power minus 24. On taking power 1 by 3 on both sides, a cube to the power 1 by 3 will be equal to 3.306 whole cube to the power 1 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 24 whole to the power 1 by 3. So what happens is cube get cancelled, here cube and the 1 by 3 get cancelled, and 3 ones are 3 eights are. So we get a is equal to 3.306 into 10 power minus 8 centimeter. So this is about the edge length of the unit cell formed by niobium. So now substituting this value of a in R, that gives us R is equal to root 3 by 4 into 3.306 into 10 power minus 8 centimeter. So we get, on calculating all these values, we get R is equal to 0.143 nanometer. 0.143 nanometer. So this is about the radius of niobium, which is crystallizing in BCC. So how we are doing this? First we will write down the given data. So the given data says the density of the niobium is 8.55 gram per cm cube. Atomic mass is 93 units. BCC lattice has 2 atoms, number of atoms will be Z, is equal to 2. We need to find edge length in order to find R because of this equation which we have discussed in the packing efficiency of BCC lattice. So now A cube will be equal to Z into M divided by D into NA. On substituting those values, 2 into 93 divided by 8.55 into 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. We get A cube as 3.612 into 10 power minus 23. In order to solve the cubes, what you have to do is you need to keep the multiples of the cube in right hand side. Therefore, A cube will be equal to 36.12 into 10 power minus 24. If you consider this 36.12 as value of x cube, on solving for x cube, we get x cube is equal to 36.12. Taking log on both sides, it gives us 3 log x is equal to log of 36.12. If you find the value of log of 36.12, it will be 1.55 into 17. And taking the 3 on the denominator, we get log x as 0.5192. In order to find the value of x, we need to take antilog. So antilogging on both sides, log and antilog get cancelled on LHS, whereas in the RHS, antilog of 0.5192 remains. So antilog of 0.5192 is 3.306. So substituting the value of x in the equation 1, we get A cube is equal to 3.306 into 10 power minus 24. So 3, if you take 1 by 3 as the power on both sides, 1 by 3 and 3 get cancelled. Again here 1 by 3 and 3 get cancelled. And here 1 by 3 and 24 get cancelled as 8 times. So that leaves us A is equal to 3.306 into 10 power minus 8 centimeter. Substituting the value of A in this equation, we get R. That R is found to be 0.143 nanometer. So this is about the calculation of radius of an atom using density formula. Okay. Now the next problem is an ammonium chloride compound is crystallizing in BCC with edge length of 387 picometer. Now what they have asked is we need to calculate two types. One is the distance between the opposite ions and the second one is radius of ammonium ion if the radius of chloride ion is 181 picometer. That is, they are asking us to determine radius of ammonium ion and also the distance between ammonium and chloride ion. So if you consider, they have given us the compound is forming BCC lattice. So this is not the compound, this is not a problem which can be explained with respect to the density formula. You need to use just a BCC lattice. So what we know is, if you consider a BCC lattice, it has molecules or atoms passing through diagonally and which are intertouched with one another, just as like this. So if you observe over here, so if these are the particles, so the atoms present in the BCC are touching one another diagonally of a cube, in the diagonal of a cube. So that means we can consider the previous equation of 4r is equal to root 3 into a in order to determine radius. So what you have to observe over here is, if you take 4r, that means that r is both of cation and anion. That means if there is 4r, it can be same as 2 r pluses and 2 r minus. That is, radius of 2 cations plus radius of 2 anions can be equal to 4r. That is equals to root 3 into a. Okay, so we can take 2r plus 2r minus is equal to root 3 into a. First, what we have to know is the distance between opposite ions. That means the value of r plus and r minus. First, we need to know about the distance between r plus and r minus. So in order to find the distance between r plus and r minus, what you have to find is the value of r plus plus r minus. So if you consider this equation, so now on solving this, we get r plus r minus is equal to root 3 into, so I am taking 2 common, root 3 into a, right? So r plus plus r minus is equal to root 3 by 2 into a. So how am I taking this? Just imagine, instead of taking 3 atoms, what I am going to do is I am just shifting 2 atoms such that the complete radius. So if you observe over here, so this is 2r, right? 2r of cation. This is 2r of anion. This is 2r of anion. So now what I am doing, I am just pushing this downwards and pushing this upwards in such a way that I am completely removing this center atom. And if you consider the structure, you will be like anion and our cation touching each other in such a way it is forming 4r, right? So this is our 4r, 2r of r pluses, 2 of r minus. Okay, so now I am taking that as over here. So this distance between these two, r plus and r minus, is what the distance between two opposite ions. So r plus and r minus will be equal to root 3 by 2 into a. So substituting that value of a, root 3 by 2 into 387 picometer. So on solving this we get 335.15 picometer. That is, distance between r plus and r minus is 335 picometers. So this is what about the distance between two opposite charged ions which is forming of NaCl crystal, which is forming a BCC lattice. So now we have determined the first one, distance between opposite ions. Now what we have to do is we need to determine radius of ammonium ion, that is our cation. So substitute the value of chloride ion radius, that is r plus r minus is equal to 335.15. So if you take the value of r minus, that is given as 181 picometer, so that is 335.15. We get r plus is equal to 335.15 minus 181. That leaves us r plus is equal to r plus will be equal to 154.85. No, 154.15. So this is what will be our radius of ammonium ion, 154.15 picometer. So radius of our ammonium ion is 154.15 picometer. So this is how we calculate radius of ammonium ion if we know the radius of chloride ion, for which we have to calculate first distance between ammonium ion and chloride ion. So this is about the different problems involved in solid state chemistry, that is about the BCC lattice, using BCC or FCC lattice. They may also ask you the same problem with respect to FCC lattice. So instead of in the FCC lattice, what we can do is, instead of taking 4r is equal to root 3 by a, we are going to take a different formula for FCC which are used in the packing efficiency calculation. Okay, so I hope you have understood about all the problems or situations how we can solve a complete problem involving in a solid state chapter. So this is for about today. We'll meet you in the next class. If you like this video, please share among your friends and subscribe to my channel in order to get more videos updates. Thank you for watching.